We live in a world poisoned by an almost uncontrollable grasping for more. Oftentimes our energies are spent acquiring and hoarding, all part of a calculated effort to build a protective sense of security. But really, where can we point the blame? Our world is unstable, fear dominates news headlines, and getting ahead of others has become a national pastime. But for disciples of Jesus, there is another way. A way to be in the world, but not dominated by its way of being. Inspired by the teachings and example of Jesus, theologian and evangelist John Wesley understood a life well lived as one where disciples would gain all they could, but not for false securities or selfish ambitions, but for the benefit of others. Unpacked further, the Christian life is one where hard work is encouraged, but overwork is shunned. Where strengths and ability, education and imagination are all gifts entrusted to us by God to be used for good. All of our actions carry an underlying meaning. Are we gaining only for ourselves, or are we gaining on behalf of God's kingdom work? How we manage our resources either celebrates God's goodness or it distorts it. What opportunities has God given you? What sorts of gifts and opportunity has He entrusted to you? If a life lived in obedience to Jesus calls us to a new way of being in the world, in what ways is your life still dominated by the old ways of being? May God the Father, through the example of His Son and by the power of His Spirit, empower us to gain all that we can so that we may participate with Him in the redemption of all things.